Like that challenge. And don't give me any more sad Russian mint. Well, this is... Hey, Google, can you zoom out a little? Thanks, bro. I fucking hate this guess, though. This map is... This is a 1-star map right here. We're literally in a ditch. We're and also someone has forgotten their flip-flops. This is the worst start I've ever seen. I actually half expect there to be a body in this ditch. Okay, well, let's see if we can get out of the ditch and figure out where the hell we are. How the fuck did Google even get the Google car in there? Honestly, Chad, I think we're in the ditch behind the Cracker Barrel by my house, and there probably is a dead body in here. The Cracker Barrel killer strikes again, chat. We actually can't move, though. What the fuck? Can we go back to the ditch? We can go... Okay, so our choices are ditch. Got it. Whatever this is... Like, this is somebody's last known photo, though. This is the kind of thing you would find on a found footage camera somewhere, and they'd make a movie out of it, a la Cloverfield. I'm sorry, sir, you live in a haunted forest. I feel legitimately sorry for you because you live in a... And you... Oh my god, there's more than one of you. Why, though? You guys should burn this haunted forest to the ground and try to escape. I have no fucking idea where we're at, chat, and there is nothing to work with here. We're back in the ditch. So the thing is that all roads lead to the ditch. I don't know. So far we've seen bamboo, which... makes me want to guess, like, okay, so we got kudzu, we got a ditch full of dead bodies, we got bamboo, they're wearing flip-flops, which, honestly, the fact that there's an abandoned pair of flip-flops here really makes me want to say South America. The Hitman music is super fitting for this potential guess. This has got to be in, like, the worst parts. I'm going to say this is in, like, the jungles of Colombia. It's the flip-flops that makes me think South America, though. When you see flip-flops, it's always South America. But there's bamboo, though. Do they have bamboo in South America? I don't know how to classify these plants, because bamboo makes me think Southeast Asia. Do they have bamboo in Africa? I mean, theoretically, bamboo can grow pretty much everywhere. I'm thinking maybe, like, Southeast Asia. Could be, like, Indonesia or New Guinea. Where was that man again? Where was the one where we saw the haunted people? Yeah, where's the haunted guy? Where were you at, haunted man? It's very rugged and mountainous. I can't believe we're spending 10 minutes looking at a ditch full of dead bodies. Where was the one shot that had the single man in the white shirt that I told him he lived in a haunted forest? Where's the guy who lived in a haunted forest? I need him back. I want to look at his clothing. Just wait, this is a different section of the haunted forest. No, this is back in the bamboo area. Here's haunted forest guy, right? Nope. I got nothing, Chad. This could be fucking anywhere. Why not just guess Russia again? I'm pretty sure it's not Russia. This really does feel South American to me just because of the shoes. You know what? I'm sticking with South America. Don't forget to rate this one. Yeah, no kidding. Hold on a second. I'm gonna blow my nose, chat. Still got a cold working. That is a stupendous amount of mucus. Okay, that's better. I think I just, like, exhaled about 6.5 gallons of mucus. I got nothing on this one, Chad. I'm gonna guess this is like the darkest heart of Brazil. I'm gonna go with somewhere in the Amazon, nowhere near civilization, let's say like here, and just call it a day. This map is terrible, by the way. It was actually in Nigeria. We got 21 points. Did I enjoy this location? No, it's fucking terrible. It's just a ditch somewhere around the Cape of Good Hope. That is a terrible fucking map, GeoGuessr. Terrible. This also feels Scandinavian, though. Red houses, dotted lines on the edge of the road, which is how I know we're not in North America. You will not see this anywhere in North America. Also, this is not a North American bridge. We don't build them like that. Sign suggests this feels Finnish. They got a Google camera in there somewhere. Yeah, that camera was not on a vehicle, though. You know how the Google camera got in that ditch? Because somebody murdered the guy who worked for Google, and that's where they fucking dumped the body, chat. That's how Google got a camera there. They're like, hey, has anybody seen Jim the intern? Like, didn't we send him out to do the Street View shit in Nigeria? Has anybody seen that guy? And they're like, ooh, you know, come to think of it, he never picked up his last paycheck. And then they sent somebody out, and that's where they recovered the body. Probably Russia again. No, this is definitely Scandinavia, chat. We're in, I'm feeling, this feels more like a Norway. Could be Finland, could be Norway, could be Sweden. What we really need is a sign with a language on it. Kaloquara. This is probably Norway. Bread last. I mean, don't feel bad about yourself, dude. I mean, just because you haven't found a wife yet doesn't mean you're going to be bread last. You could be bread never. This feels like Norway. Scandinavia and Brazil are like 40% of GeoGuessr. Norway or Sweden. This feels more like Norway than Sweden. I don't think does the dotted line thing. I think the dotted line thing on the side of the roads is a Norwegian deal. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. What we got? Red buildings suggest Norway to me. JTM. Do you have any like subtext under here that I can use to help a brother out? Product AB. Well, they make two products, Product A and Product B, but damn it, they make them good. Bread last actually means wide cargo. No, I actually just think it means the driver's unfuckable, chat. Branded unfuckable. I'm still getting more of a Norway vibe. This is definitely not Finland, though. The one thing we know, not Finland. We've been able to tip off. It's Scandinavia, but it ain't Finland. Welcome to... Okay, hold on. We got a city name. All right, let's go start looking for... This, actually, I think is Swedish. Jukkasjärvi. We got the double umlaut, which is, they don't have in Norway, right? Norway has the single umlaut when they use the umlaut. The double umlaut is a Swedish thing, I believe. Yeah, the double umlaut... Okay, so we're in Sweden. The double umlaut says Sweden. Valkumen means welcome, and they've got the double umlaut on the A. So this is definitely... Okay, we're in Sweden. Got it. Swedish. We're looking for Jukkasjärvi. Jukkasjärvi. All right, let's see if we can find the name of this town. No spoilers, chatter. I'm going to ban you. Grimstad, Egerstedt, Stogver. Looking for Yorgi. No, I mean, Yorgi is very definitely... We're actually in Norway, not Sweden, though. Hammerstrad, Normatic. Is it like way up north in Sweden? Alright, so let's scan from like the northern part down. Learning languages with Perfidious Pete. Yep, I mean, the only thing I know about the Scandinavian language is that one, Finnish is supposed to be one of the most difficult languages to learn because the Ugro-Finnic language group is pretty damn unique. And two, if you're looking at what appears to be a Scandinavian language and you see the double umlaut, you know it's Swedish. Those are the two things I know. Canadians in here will get how much of a sin it is getting rolled up for a rim. I don't see this town name anywhere. What do we got? Okay, hold on a second. Let's put down a guess. I'm going to say we're somewhere near here because the name starts with a J and I saw a lake earlier. Let's see if we can try and find maybe something a little bigger, a little more populous to help us out. Or just like the number of a road, like a road sign with a number on it. It's range. I mean, this is definitely Sweden, though. Think that's a hotel, chat? Also, why did my music stop? Hey, music, continue playing. I was enjoying you. Do this one. That feels better. Actually, is that showing up? Oh, here, we should probably... I'm going to move that. Was unaware that that window was displaying on chat. Sorry. I forget that GeoGuessr only works in monitor capture. Cafe and museum, 900. I mean, we're not getting anything. The Steam music player? What's wrong with the Steam music player? It works fine. It's playing music. It's a good place if you're listening to original soundtracks. You can just dump them all into one playlist. Let it roll. Works fine. This is the biggest town in Sweden. I think I can see the ocean. Hold on a second. Is that the ocean, chat, or am I out of my mind? I mean, I'm definitely out of my mind, but am I wrong about the ocean, I guess would be a better question. Swedish people. We can ask them for directions. Hey, Swedish children. Oh, these guys are chavs, though. This is what a chav looks like in Sweden. These are Swedish chavs. You can tell because they all have logos on their hats that Google was forced to blur out. Those kids are up to no good, man. Oh, shit, look, it's a fucking gang. They're headed for a rumble. We have two Swedish gangs. We're right here. This is about to be a fucking rumble. This is a Swedish gang rumble right here. This is the Swedish equivalent of the Jets and the Sharks, and they're about to start doing that finger snapping thing. Are they like the Jets and the Sharks? Yeah, that kid has a board with a nail in it. I know. Homeboy rolls hard. I want to keep them in sight. I want to try and... I mean, look, they're throwing taunts at each other. I'm pretty sure that kid's throwing up gang signs now. The problem is Google car is going to be too far away for us to see what happened when the rumble went down. I mean, look, they're closing the distance. As Google car drifts away, that rumble gets closer and closer to happening. The music is perfect for this gang fight. Here we go. Hold on a second. This sign has all kinds of shit written on it. Does that say hamburgers? Are you a hamburger sign? Yakasjanovi. Welcome to... Okay. The Old Homestead. Oh, that actually doesn't mean it. The Reindeer Cafe and Sami Museum. So we got to be like north part of Finland. So I'm gonna... All right, let's move our guess up here. I'm just, here we go. Okay, we done. That's it. We're making our guess. We were pretty close. 4,787 points, 67, so is it 65 kilometers? That's pretty good. Tell me where the jungle place was. I was in the kitchen. It was in Nigeria, you fiend. It was just a ditch in Nigeria. Well, okay, so right drive, solid border, terrible camera. This is like Michigan, probably. Can we move? Hello? Right, let's take a look at this van. Standard cube van. This image was taken in 2017 because apparently Google couldn't afford to get even a decent quality phone camera to take these pictures. The camera quality here is garbage. Google, buy a fucking GoPro or something. All right, we got a standard school bus here. Yep, all right. Is the name of the school district on it? That'd help us out. I want the name of this school. I mean, shit, the camera is so bad in these images. Google uses the potato filter. I was hoping we might be able to pick up the name of the school, because that could help us out a lot. Oh, here we go. I know that says reduce speed ahead, but I can barely read it. The camera is so terrible here. Let's just drive for a minute and see if we can get to an area where the camera is not utter trash. Like, does it ever get better? Even a little. Where was gas $1.98 a gallon in 2017? All right, so we got, put a lift kit on the truck this weekend, Rick. What do you think? Looks pretty good. Yeah, still got a bunch of old fiberglass insulation and a busted tire in the back. But apart from that, I'm thinking this baby's going to be a chick magnet. We're going to need something to help us out here. This is RFD. So this is a fire department, rural fire department. I can't. The camera is so bad, they didn't even need to blur the name of the city. Just the glare of the sun was enough to blot it out and erase it from existence. Let's go. Can we go over here? Google car? Can we drive over here? Nope. This is almost certainly a school. Yep, it's a high school from the looks of things. The camera is so terrible, though. We're like 6 feet from this sign, and that could say anything. It might say, the end of the world is nigh, repent your sins. It's definitely a school, though, because they got a bunch of buses parked over here. If we could just read the name on the side of the buses, that'd be great, but the camera's so bad, I can barely tell it's a bus. Google, wherever this is, you got to go re-image it, though. Somehow the camera has gotten worse. We're actually in 2016 now. We've driven back in time. So this has got to be... I want to say it's like Alabama or Mississippi, because usually the only places you get cameras this bad are Alabama, Mississippi, or Louisiana. But this just doesn't feel like the right kind of terrain. For one, it's too mountainous. Bennett and Asheboro. Okay, this is like North Carolina, maybe? Or Georgia? I know Asheboro is a city in North Carolina because I've been there. This could be... this could be West Virginia, actually. When are you going to return to Subnautica? I mean, we'll probably finish it relatively soon. We're on State Road 42 in somewhere. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Give me just a view. Ramsar and Bennett. East 42, North. Okay, so we finally have seen a street sign. I want to see what's on this, though. It is not helpful. This feels like West Virginia, though. West Virginia also sucks. Suddenly the camera is considerably better. Maybe if we just keep driving in this direction, we'll find a sign that'll help us out. Apparently we drove into the modern era. Never mind, we've driven into a black hole. That's a pretty significant road hazard. The Google car just drove into a singularity. Also, I realize I'm driving backwards. I just don't care. There we go. This will help. Saving Grace Baptist Church. All right, now I'm starting to get the West Virginia thing is starting to feel maybe a little apropos. What are the names? What's your street name here? NC. Okay, so we're in North Carolina actually. All right. Well, so we're in North Carolina. We're on Highway 22 and 42. So let's see if we can. What do we got? 4 minutes here. We can narrow this down. 22 and 42 is what we're looking for. And we were near what? Asheboro, I think it said. Highway 25, 27, 127. Actually, we're in Tennessee now. Ashenville. Well, it's a place to start. There's Highway 23. I don't suppose you're logically numbered and 23 is somewhere near 22? Or is that too much to ask? Probably too much to ask. Okay, let's look for 42. Or are these roads small enough that they're not actually going to be numbered until we get, like, much closer? We're definitely not on an interstate highway. That's madness. There's 41. For state highways, you want the right roads. Yes, thanks, chat. I was, I'm a native to North America, so I'm aware. 42. Found it. Okay. So we want to follow 42 and try and figure out where... Okay. I mean, Highway 42 appears to be the shortest highway of all time. In that it doesn't cross any other major highways. And is about 8 feet long. Huh. Well, you know what? Fuck it. We're just going to guess right here then. We weren't even close. Apparently, Highway 42 is the longest unlabeled highway in the universe. Yep, it's actually, like, comes and goes as it pleases, apparently. It has no rhyme or reason. There's a chunk of Highway 42 over here for, like, 8.5 miles. All right. What is this? We're playing some GeoGuessr, Faith, yeah? Still 4,208 points. You know what? That's okay. Did I enjoy that location? That's a 3-star location. 3 stars. 3. No more, no less. It was better than the random ditch in Nigeria. I'm still super salty about that Nigerian ditch. Kingsbury, Abbott, Brighton, Canada? Driving on the right. We need a sign that's either kilometers. I need something to tell me whether we're in kilometers or miles here. Is this a speed limit sign? Highway 16. Yeah, but less 16. This feels Canadian. Bingham, Kingsbury, and Abbott. That doesn't seem... Street names blocked out. All right, let's actually go this way. I need a sign that tells us miles or kilometers. Could be England. No, because we're in a right drive country, chat. We're driving on the right here. Doesn't feel like England. I mean, I suppose it could be, but I don't think it is. They put their queen on their money in Canada, too. Don't forget. I want to get closer to this truck. I need to see the shape of its license plate. It's square. Yep, this is, no, we're definitely in North America, chat. We could maybe be also just in, like, the northeastern United States, too. This could also be maybe, like, Maine. I want to know kilometers or miles, because that'll tell me whether I'm in Canada's steep grade. I think we're in the U.S., though. We're definitely in North America, but if we can figure out miles or kilometers, we'll know whether we're in the United States or Canada. It's Russia. No, well, good guess, chat, but we may see some sad people in New England, but they're not going to be anywhere near as sad as that man we saw on that Russian bus. This is definitely Nigeria. Now chat's just trolling. The man we saw on that bus in Russia, though, that was the world's... I am saddest man. 6 weeks waiting for the bus, reading Dostoevsky. I am saddest man in Russia. Actually, it's not true. I'm also drunk on vodka. So not saddest man in Russia. Somewhere is sober Russian, and I can assure you, he is sadder. So when we chose directions to go, we apparently chose incorrectly. 4 miles. Okay, so we are in the United States. Check brakes, steep downgrade, 4 miles ahead. Let's see if we can find that steep downgrade and, you know, look for a car crash and count the bodies. Is Maine fairly mountainous? I mean, I feel like there's some topographical stuff. We're in Hawaii. No, definitely this is not Hawaii. I'm getting a very much northeastern United States kind of vibe out of this. Recording start up again this Sunday. Barring unusual circumstances, yeah, XCOM should return on Monday, chat. How do you think Yuri got those abs? He had nothing to do but sit-ups while he waited for the bus. I'm still waiting for this steep downgrade. Trucks. There's half of a road sign here. What the hell happened to the other half of this sign? There's a mandatory checkpoint up here somewhere. Steep something. Check your something, because the other half of that sign is gone. Probably shotgunned. Could be Washington State. No, this doesn't really feel like Washington. There are no prisons in Russia, just bus stops. I'd believe that, actually, chat. I buy it. What do we got? Wait a minute. Why did somebody just throw a scarf in a tree? That seems wasteful. Dirt road, town line, Northfield. This feels very... I'm getting a real Maine vibe here. A lot of pines and spruces. I don't know. Maybe we're in like Idaho. We've still got some time. We got 5 minutes left. This feels more like the Adirondacks, though. If people are being wasteful, you know it's the U.S. Yeah, if you see her just a random scarf thrown in a tree at the side of the road. This could be like New Hampshire, Vermont. It's New Hampshire, Vermont, or Maine. It's got to be one of those. What we really need is just a sign that tells us what road we're on, and then we can like go scan those areas and look for it. See, here's a man with a canoe and a GMC Yukon. This is definitely the United States. Pacific, we're in the northeastern U.S., without a doubt now. Steep hills for the next 3.5 miles. If you guess correctly in any place in Idaho or Montana, you're a genius. Yeah, you're not going to get a lot of Idaho or Montana, though, because there are not a lot of Google Street Maps coverage. Why is this thing not playing? Just, like, play it continuously. I mean, I built a playlist here. Could you just play it? Thanks. Our music is very intermittent. We're getting nothing here and we're running out of time. Are those mountains in the distance? I think we're somewhere in the Adirondacks. It could, I guess, also be like upstate New York, but this has more, with names like Bingham and Abbotsford and whatnot, this feels very Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont. We could be in Vermont. Although I guess I'd expect to see more maple trees in Vermont. I mean, their main export is maple syrup. Why are we going like a foot at a time, though? Here we go. Anything that can help us out here? Why do people just have giant piles of crap in their front yards all the time? You just have a big-ass pile of gravel outside your fucking front lawn. Get a rake and level it out. You got 2 boats. The homeboy can afford 2 boats, but he can't afford 1 rake to spread that gravel. Also, what are you doing with all these satellite dishes here, Jim? What, did you start your own SETI program? What the fuck is this? Guy's got like 7 satellite dishes over here. He's like an amateur radio astronomer. Be like, yeah, I wanted to build myself a replica of the big dish up to Arecibo so I could pick me up them alien signals. That's why I'm wearing this tinfoil hat. Got to protect myself from the incoming messages. Never know what them aliens is up to. They could be anywhere. They's probably listening right now. I'll catch them first. Also, this house apparently just fell over. I mean, did you build your house out of random garbage like Oscar the Grouch? We have 2 minutes left on this guess, and we're not getting anywhere. Campbell's. None of this stuff is helpful. All right, so I'm going to... This really feels like... Honestly, it doesn't feel... It doesn't feel cosmopolitan enough to be Maine. I think we're in, like, Vermont. And not, like, the good part of Vermont, either. We're in, like, shitty Vermont. So let's look for one of those... No, like, these places, even this is too cosmopolitan. We're in, like, Belfridge, Montpelier, Cabot, Worcester, Wolcott, Elmore. These seem more like the kinds of towns we would expect. I don't want to slander Canada by saying we're close to the Canadian border, but you know what? Feels a little bit like we are. Whitefield. Concord, Little... You know what? That's an interstate highway. We're definitely nowhere near there. Let's say we're, like, here-ish, roughly. You know what? Fuck it. We're not going to find it in the next 45 seconds. How'd we do? Oh, it was Maine. But you know what? 200 kilometers? We did okay. 4,376 points. You know, I still want to not give this one a very good rating because no, I'm giving it a 2. We did well, but not because the hints were there to be found. We did well just because we had a good feel for the region. Germany? Right? Drive? Terrible road construction conditions. Like, we're in... The road work here is real bad. Definitely Europe. I know I'm driving backwards, by the way. All right, so we're in kilometers. We got the dotted line roads. This van is a Chevy Astro van that, frankly, has seen better days. Man, you got to get like a sweet Valkyrie or something spray painted on the side of that, dog. Looks a little bit like Argentina. Maybe? I mean, this could be South America. You're not wrong, chat. What we really need is a language. We need a sign with some writing on it so we can spot the language. If we're in Portuguese, I'm going to guess this is like Brazil, Argentina. Could be Mexico, Peru, somewhere around that way. We need a language, though. Because this could also be like Turkey. This is a really steep hill. American cars. Well, I mean, it was a Chevy Astro van, so I'm thinking maybe this could be Mexico. This is definitely not the United States. Here we go. What do we got? That is frene con motor. Could be Spanish, could be Portuguese. I don't know the word frene. Frene con motor. It probably means like seguridad. Does that just say use your seatbelts? I believe that sign says fasten your seatbelts. I think we're in Mexico, chat. Don't run towards a moving car. Don't tell me how to live my life, chat. If I want to run headlong into a moving car, I'll do it. But based on the fact that we've seen some typically North American cars, the sign is in Spanish. I really want to get a look at it. The Google car is making a fucking dangerous as shit pass here, though. Hold on a second. Back up the truck, literally in this case. Google car, are you out of your goddamn mind? This is very clearly a no passing zone. This guy is driving in both lanes, by the way. I mean, look at this. This guy... Also, what an asshole. This has got to be Mexico, because it's got to be a place where there are no laws. If this guy's doing this anywhere civilized, he's getting a fucking ticket. But look at the Google car with the balls to pass this guy. Some serious nuts on our Google car driver. He's like, yeah, gonna channel me a little bit of Dale Jr. here. I'm going right past this sumbitch. He's straddling the yellow line while there's oncoming traffic. Google car straight up driving in the suicide lane. You got balls that clank, Google car driver. Some kind of yield. Okay, so we're in Mexico. I'm saying we're in Mexico somewhere. I'm gonna call this. It feels more like northern Mexico, somewhere around here. We're gonna keep going because we still got 5 minutes left. We got plenty of time. Look at that right shoulder, in that it's basically a cliff with a giant curb on it. Yeah, it doesn't look particularly safe. Another thing which kind of inclines me towards this is probably Mexico. No maneje cansado. All right. The sign actually says don't pass, and the Google car is like, fuck you, I'm doing whatever I want. I work for Google. I'm above the law. Not that there's laws in Mexico anymore. Zona de descanso. All right. Any plans for post-stream? Absolutely. We're playing some Vermintide post-stream tonight. Little bit of rat squashing. Pediente prolongada. There is nothing that tells us where we're at other than this is probably northern Mexico. I hate it when they add locations that are just 100 miles in every direction. Don't drive tired. Yeah. Did you notice that white car was driving down the center as well? This is definitely Mexico because they have absolutely no traffic laws whatsoever. Google cars breaking the law, breaking the law. Yeah, Judas Priest style. You gotta be shitting me, though. You people are taking your lives in your own fucking hands, though. You're out of your goddamn mind. Is that man wielding a broom? These men are wielding broom. What in the fuck? Did we just stumble across the worst job in Mexico? I think we found it, chat. This is it. This is the shittiest, most dangerous job a man could have. Fuck Mike Rowe and his crab fishing in the Bering Sea. No, you know what's way more dangerous than this? Sweeping up what apparently is an interstate Mexico in the middle of nowhere. I'm sorry. These men are dead, though, chat. That's the thing. This was their last known photo right here. These men never made it home to their wives and families. They were like, I'm sorry, my love, Carmelita. I have drawn the sweet job today, and I will never see you or the children again. I want you to know that you have been the only bright spot in my life, and that Well, I am going to miss you, sincerely. Also, I really wish I had not drawn the Stortshaw. Why could not one have drawn it, and he could be the man sweeping, so that his children will be orphans. My Carmelita, please remember me to my family. All my best. Jorge. They aren't even doing it by force. There's not a cop car or anything around. No, I mean, I just think those guys have the worst job in Mexico. Their children are orphans now. We're in the fuck all middle of nowhere. We have not seen even a single sign that had a name of a road, a number, the name of a town, a city, anything. All it is just, by the way, there are no fucking passing signs everywhere, and everybody is still just like, well, fuck it, I'm passing. You gotta be kidding me, though. There is more than one broom pushing crew? Unfucking believable, chat. What did you men do to get consigned to this work? What crimes have you committed in your life that this is your hellish punishment? To be sentenced to wander this bleak-ass, desolate stretch of road in the middle of nowhere, Mexico, shoving debris in... What are you even sweeping it into? They don't have bags or sacks or anything like that. It's like they're just pushing the debris further to the side of the road. It's probably their community service for getting caught passing in a no passing zone. Could be, chat. And seriously, if that's the case, this judge doesn't fuck around. Also, this is... Okay, hold on a second. Nope. Yerba Buena could be the name of a city, I suppose. This is a 1-star, by the way. This fucker's getting 1 star. This is exactly the kind of map that has no place in GeoGuessr, because there is nothing to help you out at all. The clues don't have to be fantastic. Back with goulash. Ooh. Just said the magic word, chat. Perfidious Pete loves goulash. You don't have to have something that's a dead giveaway, but there does need to be something that at least gives you a little bit of a clue other than, you gotta be shitting me. This is actually a nameless road, sin nombre, without name. This is a road without name. Of course it is, because it's a road in fucking purgatory. Alright, I'm just making a guess. You know what? 761 kilometers. Honestly, I'll take it. It's not fantastic, and we should have guessed close to Mexico City, because typically, if you know you're in Mexico, the smart guess is just guess somewhere near Mexico City. Did I enjoy this location? Absolutely fuck no. It was terrible. 16,394 points for the round. That is not fantastic. It's not terrible, but it's not very good. Then again, considering we got like 4 points, I think, for our Nigerian ditch, you know, I kind of feel like we rallied okay.